zip. Awesome. Fire.
Manny Pacquiao is back, and he's not here for exhibitions. And the latest footage on his YouTube channel has gone viral.
Manny, I think Rolly has the WBO 147 title. He says you're his legacy fight. Rolando, he says you're his legacy fight.
You can't teach speed, you can't teach power. It's God, it's from God. That's it. No one, people can work on speed their whole life. They're not gonna be.
Welcome back to Los Angeles, Manny.
Boss,
We miss you.
you're looking in tremendous shape. You're ready to fight Barrios tonight and make history, Manny.
Manny, you excited to step into the ring again?
Yes.
What do you think of Barrios? He's a big, strong, he's young, he's 30. You have 16 years on him, Manny.
Roger Fernandez. Si Roger Fernandez.
The speed, still electric. The power, still real. And the focus, unshakable. His target, WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios. Younger, stronger, active. Barrios has been on a steady rise, evolving into a patient, tactical counterpuncher since his early days as a brawler.
Manny Pacquiao, Coach, how you doing? Boo Boy said thank you for all the kind words you said about Manny. He says he watches the videos and he appreciates it.
Well, who else wouldn't say? What else is there to say about Manny? You know,
He's a legend.
like a living legend. You know, and like I said, just gotta tip your hat off to him, man.
What do you think, him and Barrios? We're getting closer and closer.
I've seen the videos, training hard.
Look, I've been around for 15 years. People think it just said 10-second clips at Mike Tyson. No, he's really light. He ran an hour and 10 minutes, then he shadowboxed 20 minutes.
I believe. He's a hard worker. He always works very hard. I remember seeing them train.
You're Spartan.
He was training super hard. So I know he has the work ethic and everything. I just gotta question a little bit of, you know, because of the age and, you know, everything that he's been out of the ring for so long. So that's the only thing that you gotta question. But I mean, if he can pull this out, fuck.
But now he faces a legend who's rewriting the rule book. Pacquiao has reunited with longtime coach Freddie Roach at Wildcard Gym. They're not just preparing for a fight.
He will pull it off. I told him this morning and the noon.
Just like Foreman, you know, and that, you know, Hopkins.
Yeah.
He already is a legend as it is. This is just a cherry on top.
What's up, Peter? Hey, Mikey said Manny, if he beats Barrios, is the best ever. Big G, what do you think? Big G. Big G, what do you think about Pacquiao and Barrios?
Opinión de Pacquiao y Barrios. ¿Cómo la ves? He wants Pacquiao to win.
Why?
¿Por qué?
Porque es una historia con él.
History. It's a history, you know, with
No
him.
puedo igualar la historia.
No one will ever be able to equal his history, his story about it. It's his story.
Your dad told me once that if Manny Pacquiao was American.
They're building a strategy. Every mitt session, every sprint, every detail is aimed at silencing the critics who say Manny's too old, too rusty, too late. This isn't the first time Pacquiao has taken on the odds. He dismantled bigger men like Antonio Margarito and Keith Thurman. But Barrios brings a different challenge, one built on youth, rhythm, and recent success.
Wala ginawat ako mo ba? Ano? Wala ginawat ako. Side step ba?
Fight, which to me is a little bit shocking.
Yeah.
Or that Pacquiao has been in the ring for 4 years.
Yeah.
He's coming back, facing Mario Barrios. I mean, have you talked to him? Were you shocked as well with that? That fight announcement happened?
He did mention it to me a while back, but it was kind of in the works still. I didn't really believe it at the moment. I don't think he did either, but now it's almost official. So I think it'd be pretty cool just to see a friend I grew up with fight a legend like.
It's right for Manny to come back and fight. I mean,
if he feels like he has it in him, then why not?
What is your prediction for that fight? Even people saying that at his age, training camp is different. Watching him, do all that is obviously different being in the ring. But how would you break that fight down for us? Obviously, Mario has a height. He has length.
Yeah. I think Mario is gonna go out there and just put a beating on Manny. I think Manny's a little too old, but he's a legend. He already did what he did, so I really don't.
Some experts like Mikey Garcia and Bam Rodriguez have voiced concern, but Pacquiao, he's unbothered. In his words, let them doubt. I've heard it all before.
But if he wants to get in the ring with Mario, then I guess Mario has to show him that, youth. He has a youth, and, Manny Pacquiao should have just stayed retired.
Yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of fans are saying, and are still kind of disbelief. But even looking at social media and the fans, they're thrilled just to see him back, see him in the ring, and fighters at that age are not competing.
I think that just says a lot about the type of fighter Manny Pacquiao is, the stardom he has. He's 46, 47?
He's 46.
And people are still excited to see him fight. So, that just says a lot about him and what he's done in his career. So, like I said earlier, to see a friend I grew up with fight Manny Pacquiao is going to be pretty cool. And it's the same night. So, it's a huge night for San Antonio boxing.
Lastly, July, we're also September, if I'm not mistaken.
My favorite people, one of my favorite fighters in the whole world. He's moved up from incredible weight. People forget about that. That's why I brought it up. How many weight classes this man has really moved up. Incredible. Just incredible. But now, Barrios wouldn't be as big as those other guys, but he's still a guy that's confident. He's a guy that's a world champion. He's a guy who throws a lot of punches. He's a guy who's younger, who's active. I know you can't go by this guy beat this guy, but he could beat that guy, but he could beat this guy, but you can't go by that in my business, in this business, because styles make fights. But you're right. He beat Ugas. You could say Ugas was a little older than when he fought him a little bit, than when Pacquiao fought him, and maybe that made a difference, whatever. But he did take a lot of punishment, Pacquiao, in the Ugas fight. I thought that Pacquiao, for his age, at that moment, even though he lost the fight, even though he took punishment, I thought he performed as well as he could. I thought he performed well. I really did. I have to say the truth. I thought he performed well for what he could do at that weight and at that point in his life. But I also thought after that fight, he should probably think about leaving because he performed as well as he could.
Sad because he's gonna make a lot of money, so we can't feel sorry for him. But at 46, almost 47, it's almost impossible for, you know, I'm just 4 years older, 4 years older than him, and it's not easy to try to think you're gonna get in shape and be able to perform like the way you were.
The countdown is on for July 19th in Las Vegas. So what do you think? Can the legend rise again? Drop your predictions below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more real boxing content. Until next time, stay sharp, stay hungry, and never count out a warrior.